Yeah, like,
Everyone. I have
mm,
spectators at my back end today, so just chit chatting. So welcome
oh,
back.
okay. Welcome,
Yeah,
welcome.
I was trying to chase all of them out of the room to go for lunch, but seems like nobody wants to go for lunch, so they'll be my spectators for today. Anyway, welcome back to the sensational season 4 of HR Intervention. I can't believe it. We're already in season 4. That's like
Oh,
4 years through, you know. That
yep,
means,
yep, yep.
Ajit, you're 4 years older. I'm 4 years younger.
Age is just a number, okay?
Absolutely. Well, how time has really fast forwarded. I can't believe it. So, how has 2024 been treating all of you? Has it been good, challenging, fun, exciting, roller coaster ride? What has it been? Let us know. We'd love to know how your new year has been so far. And hi, Azwa. Welcome to the show. For me, I'm so excited to go live on this lovely Tuesday for our HR TV kickoff. It does feel a bit odd, actually, right, Ajit? I,
Yes, it does.
I kept thinking it is going to be our usual Wednesday.
Wednesday.
But anyway, here we are. Actually, I was supposed to have a meeting, and last week I was saying no Wednesday I'm not available. I'm going live. Then later on, only on the weekend, I was like, hey, that's on Tuesday this month. Anyway, we are incredible. We have an incredible speaker with us today to spill all the insights on a fascinating topic of future proofing in the workplace. So, guys, just like a roller coaster, we're going to take you on. You make sure you have buckled up because it's going to be a very enjoyable ride today. So I can't wait to bring her in. But now, Ajit, over to you for a brief rundown of our show, especially for those new faces in the house.
Yes, I see a few of them. We have got new people who have joined us for the first time. Welcome,
Yeah.
everybody. Greetings to everyone. Well, my name is Ajit. Hope you are doing well and having a fantastic day and also a good start for the year. January is about to finish, Shireen. Can you imagine? We just started and it seems like time passes so fast. My
Mhm.
God. Okay. Today for the first time we are tuning on for this year. We are talking on HR Live TV. HR Intervent is commonly known as hashtag HR TV. It's an online talk show brought to you by Compass Mind Asia, a renowned corporate training provider. In our previous episodes, we have engaged discussions with HR experts covering a wide range of topics related to HR and also about career developments.
True.
Okay, in the past, we have dwelled into fantastic topics such as burnout among employees and also about performance management. In case if you guys have missed out all these past episodes and you are wondering what we are talking about, you can always view them on our recorded channel. It is on Shireen's YouTube channel, Shireen Kelly, to watch all these episodes. Okay, feel free to go in and to download or even to view all these episodes. There's lots of learning that you could learn.
That is so true, Ajit. But guys, please don't do it now, yeah. He means after the show where you can
After the show.
after the show, where maybe on a weekend you can be a couch potato to binge watch our previous episodes and seasons. I wouldn't that sound great? Then you can actually pick up whatever you find that's very relevant to your team and actually create it as a library of learning for your team. So now, wow, before you start doubting yourself whether you are in the right place or not, I can guarantee you, you are definitely in the right place. So, who is this show tailored for? It is tailored for everyone, whether you're rocking the managing director's hat, whether you're navigating the C suites, whether you're steering the ship as a business owner, or just embarking on an exciting journey of job hunting and being a fresh grad, being in a fresh grad's life. Oh, and a special shout out definitely to all our HR and L&D comrades. You're in for a treat, and that I guarantee you. As always, we would love to know who's vibing with us. So don't be shy. Drop us a hello and a emoji, a happy smile there, or any comment. And let's start interacting. We really want to know who is there. And as
Yeah,
always, yeah, so let us know. Let us know. Just say a hello also will do. Let us know who you are and where you're
right.
tuning from. We have had people from different parts of the world, right? So we want to know where you are tuning in from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys, come on, please do interact with us. Do tell hi, do say hello, do log in, do tell us where you're from or whatever you're doing. This is the right time to be having lunch. If you know, to do share with us what you are having for lunch. We purposely put this program during lunch times. Why? Because we want people to be able to just dial in and just chat with us. Okay,
Mm.
and also to interact as you learn. This is called big size learnings. Okay. By the way, in case we have not met, my name is Koljit. I am a HR practitioner in Malaysia, and I am supporting to run these HR TV programs. And with me, I have
Before I introduce myself, I just think, right, we've got quite a Gen Z generation this round, because I see a lot of hearts and loves and thumbs up coming
thumbs
into
up.
LinkedIn. But I see only two people say hi, Clarice. Hi, Clarice. Bye, Clarice. Happy going for lunch. Make sure you bring some lunch for me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hi, Jessica.
Janice, Jessica Wong just finished lunch.
Oh, tell us what you're eating. Tell us. Because
Make me more hungry.
poor thing. So anyway, before I take more time, I'm Shireen Kelly, the Managing Director of Compass Mind Asia, and I would like to welcome all of you to HR Intervention Season 4, Episode 1.
One.
Oh,
Hey,
Ajit,
hello, welcome everybody. Huh?
before you continue, I was just
Yes.
observing that video, right? It's
Mm.
going to be wonderful to actually use it on that big event we are organizing on the 20th. And for those tuning in right now, I'd like to invite all of you to UOA Academy in Bangsa this Saturday, 20th January, where we have creme de la creme of speakers lined up, starting right from 12:30 to 5, where you can get so much of information. And this is part of the people and culture community. So if you need more info, let us know later and we'll send you more info about that. So back to you, Ajit. Sorry for disturbing.
Yes, yes, yes. I also would like to invite everyone to come join us. You could find all these in links to this event that we are having on the 20th. Don't miss it. It will be a very good platform for you to come join us and also to opportunity to network. Okay, put that aside. Do join us on the 20th. Another wonderful big size learning for today. Before we move on, before we move with our discussion, I want to understand a little bit about how the new year has been treating you, Shireen. Is it been good? Is it been fantastic? Or is it been hectic as usual?
Well, with us having meetings until 11 o'clock at night to plan for this weekend's event for all these HR people around, I would say it's been hectic but super duper duper fun. How about you?
Okay. What about your New Year resolution? What was was this part of your New Year resolution?
I know my New Year's resolution was to cut sugar, and I must say I'm proud of myself. It's 16 days into the new year, and I have not taken sugar. Otherwise, I will
Oh,
usually go finding for sugar. Sweet stuff.
wow, that's good. That's fantastic.
How
Wow,
about you?
wow.
I thought we are supposed to start on the 1st of January to get onto a healthy.
Crash the healthy regime. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I don't
Are
know where
you
that
for
went.
it? Or I'm
Can
going
I
to
press
start.
the reset button?
Yes, you can. As of today, anyone here on HR TV is allowed to send a message on LinkedIn to Ajit every day to make sure that he's on his healthy reset. So
healthy,
we start now
healthy diet. Yeah,
at 12
healthy
p.m.
regime.
Yes. So,
Actually, this year I kept it simple, Shireen, because when I look at my new resolution, you're right. One of it was to actually watch weight. One of it is to eat healthy, including not having much sugar. But then I realized it never changed from last year, this year, and the year. And I believe next year probably going to be similarly same. Of course, I've got some new ones being added there. So this year, my resolution was I wanted to keep it very simple to consistently have a very positive mindset to tell to myself that I am going to achieve what I want to do. So not so much about relying on the to-do list or my so-called resolution. I just want to focus on having a healthy mindset, a positive, healthy mindset, and at all times think positive, be positive, keep positive, and I just would want to move on with that, this year. So that would then support me in every resolution I have, even if I keep changing it, but being positive will drive me further.
that is so good. You know what? Some people actually told me, Shiri, you have this resolution, that resolution, but you know what? That this was on the 31st. Someone told me, he's a doctor. He says, but tomorrow you go back to the same job, you go back to the same family, you go back to the same kids, same husband, same. Change that one change, okay? So, guys, since you are listening in, tell us what is your New Year's resolution for today. I see Sherry Cole just joining.
Jericho.
Welcome. Yes,
Hi, Sherry.
Najwa just joined too.
Hi,
Welcome.
are you? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, so let's continue
Okay.
on.
Yes, that's great, Shireen. So make sure that your resolution continues, and before further ado, let's us dive into our talk show today, and let's start introducing our guest for the season.
Yes, yes. Oh my God, guys, you're going to be so impressed. This person is wow. Mwah. Like the Mexicans will say, mwah. So, our speaker for today, Khim Tan, brings a wealth of experience spanning 3 decades of human capital management with a focus on talent management, HR digital transformation, and leadership development. Having held senior roles in diverse sectors across 14 countries, yeah, 14, she has contributed significantly to renowned organizations such as Alliance Bank, AIA Malaysia, PricewaterhouseCoopers, and many, many other organizations. She holds a MBA from Victoria University, Melbourne. She was recognized as a top 40 most influential HR leader in Southeast Asia in the year 2022 and continued to be acknowledged in the same category in the following year. Kim has a proven track record of transforming HR and business teams, navigating change management, talent pools, and leading successful M&A exercises across various industries. That's so much of experience she's going to be bringing to us today. Wow. Her, her certifications are as International Coach Federation, Gallup Clifton Strength Coach, mentor, and Hogan practitioner, showcases her commitment to enhancing leadership, learning, and talent interventions. Her strategic contribution continues to drive positive change and growth within the HR professional landscape. Wow, Achit, I am losing my breath because this is just so amazing. So, looking at this high-end portfolio, I am absolutely thrilled to welcome our guest for today. So, guys, please help me also welcome her with all the thumbs up and all your hearts, like how all of you are sending just now. Let's welcome Khim Tan.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Kim. Welcome. Greetings to
Thank
Kim.
you.
Thank you for joining us. It's a true honor to have you with us.
Yeah,
One of the most
welcome.
senior HR practitioners in the market. How are you doing today?
Doing great and pretty excited over being on TV. I think the
Fantastic.
only time I was on TV is watching the TV, or rather the TV watching me.
Yeah, that's what we call it,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are eager to learn a little bit more about you. Why not share a few details about yourself?
Mm,
Which was not covered by Shireen. Shireen spoke so much about you.
yeah,
Any
I
of
mean,
your interesting things? Yeah, your
okay,
hobbies or
interesting
anything like that? Yeah,
hobbies
yeah.
that okay. Well, I think you know that I'm pretty active in LinkedIn. So I do write about what I think and also what I do at workplace. On Instagram, if you have access, you will see funny
Okay.
stuff. Like for example, okay, I'm quite a foodie, though I'm below 60 kg. All right, and what do you call? I actually do things that youngsters do actually, like for example, skateboarding. Can you hear me? Is
Uh,
there some problem?
No, sorry. Yeah, we have some. It's kind of breaking, Kim. Your your
Oh,
your voice very choppy. Your voice very choppy
oh, okay.
suddenly.
All right, all
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
just
Is it
now
better
during the
now?
testing period was great, but then yeah,
yeah,
now yeah,
Oh, is it better
yeah.
now?
Better now.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, slightly.
Okay, maybe I gotta go closer and instead of going backwards. Okay, so I do skateboarding.
Woo!
Yeah,
Wow.
but not the hyperactive and overly aggressive kind or overly those stunts. No, no,
No, no, no, no, no.
just a
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, come
Skateboarding is
on.
skateboarding.
yeah. So I'm more
You
of an
can't.
outdoor person. I'm more of an outdoor person, sports person mostly, and I swim, run, jog, hike. Two of my bucket lists was not fulfilled because of age, the Mount Everest and Mount Kinabalu.
Oh.
So quite sad that I cannot do that because I've got knee pain already. So at that age already, so tak boleh. All right. But other than that, pretty active like in sports and in outdoor activities, traveling, all that stuff lah, basically. Had a dream of
Mm.
learning how to ride a horse, but was prevented by my husband because he's scared I dive from the horse.
Because he was also adventurous.
So I will try new things, adventurous stuff. But after married, then bungee jumping, all that no more already lah. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's it
Okay,
about me.
interesting. Understand.
Yeah.
Understand.
Um,
Mm.
I had records of like okay, maybe you will not believe this, but I represented Malacca State for a certain sports. Guess which sport?
Running,
Running
athletics.
M only. They were up to
Oh,
district level only. Who can guess?
okay.
Uh,
Swimming.
no.
No.
Shireen is analyzing and trying to think.
Yeah, in deep
Then
thoughts.
I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it?
I don't think you all
You
can
better give
guess.
the correct answer, Shireen. You're thinking for too long.
At
I
least
think
you're
other
just shooting out. Okay, Kim, spill the beans.
okay, hockey.
Woo!
Wow, really? Whoa. That's
I
a
wouldn't have
tough
guessed
game, you
it.
know. That's a
Yeah.
tough game.
Not
Wow,
not that
okay, okay.
when you're in school, your teacher just say, "Come, join this, join that, join netball, join this, join running, join everything." Then they say, "Oh, okay." So you try hockey and all that. So hockey is not a popular one among women. So he was setting up a
Mm,
team, and therefore that's how it started. No?
mm.
By
But being
coincidence.
selected for a team, definitely you have got skills. They would not have selected you if you have not no skills at all.
You know,
Yeah.
Ajit, I think there is a
Mm.
reason why we have Kim here today. It is for her to drill you a little bit to be. Health.
Yes, yes. Okay, guys. Before we move on, we have to go to our topic. Allow me to introduce the topic. We are running a bit of time. We want to hear a little more from Kim on our topic today, and I can see the guests waiting very anxiously. Okay, today we're going to talk about future proofing the workforce. It's more like preparing for a marathon than running for a sprint for the others. Now, this is a little bit about the topic. It is to equip your team with the right skills, mindset, and also adaptability to drive when and to evolve in the current landscape of work environment. Future proofing involves investing in continuous learning, staying agile, and also embracing change to ensure your team remains successful and resilient in the long run, not only for today, but also having skills for time to come. That is what future proofing is all about. It is about building a team that can navigate and twist and turn in the future when conditions need such changes to happen. Okay, we are eager to tap on your wealth of knowledge and also unveil certain secrets of how we can do this today with us. So without further ado, I will leave the floor to you, Kim. That's the reason why we have you today. We will start the session to drill you with more questions. Over to you,
Sure.
Shireen.
Yeah. Kim, I've got the first question for you. Are you ready?
All right.
All right. Can you explain to us what does future proofing mean in your terms?
Okay. So just like waterproof. Okay. So this future proof. So basically, is strategic efforts that organization take to prepare their workforce and their organization to in the face of the challenges and the changes that's anticipated for the future. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. And its significance is actually heightened more so of late, right, due to the rapid pace of the technological advancement, as you all know, globalization, and also the shift in the workforce expectations, right? The demands from us is even greater now, and also shaped by the complex global trends such as the VUCA. I think you all heard about VUCA. VUCA stands for VUCAH. H is the new, I think quite new, added on. Volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity, and hyper-connectedness, right? So in a nutshell, that's what future proofing is all about, basically, is to actually prepare people for the future.
Okay, interesting. Okay. Is this something new in the market, or no? And should companies do to this? Is it something?
Well, it's nothing new. You all know there's this IR 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and so
Yep.
on, right? 5,
Yep.
4.0, right up to 5.0, and so on. So it's not an entirely new concept, but the urgency of late has been increased. Why so? Later, I think I'll show some slides that the World Economic Forum, for example, predicted that the primary school students today, when they end up in the workforce, all right, they probably be doing jobs that today does not exist yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possible.
So, and that's 65% of them will be into that, right? So we actually don't know what's coming, right? And by 2030, about 62 trillion ringgit, or US 3 trillion, whereby the McKinsey predicted that the AI could contribute to the global economy in that large scale. Okay, that much. And most of the gains are coming from the workforce. Okay, and AI will create new jobs, all right, and particularly the high skill areas such as engineering, healthcare, data sciences. So those of you young ones out there, if you are in those kind of particular area, data science or AI related, then you're in for probably big bucks later in the future, and right, and more sustainable kind of jobs, right? Um, if you reflect back Netflix, I think some of you watch Netflix, right? Okay. I think maybe the younger ones, I don't know what else they watch, TikTok and something else, right? I have all the social media account except for TikTok.
That is fun, Kim.
Yeah, too much to watch. Okay. So like Netflix, right? A decade ago, Netflix was into DVD rental service, right?
Yep.
Today
Yep.
they are in global streaming, what do you call, they are global streaming giant. So the ability to adapt and their team, new skills as the industry evolve is a testament of the power of future proofing. So this is an example. So this is what I mean by actually it's not a new concept. This future proofing is actually a continuous thing. Even if you see BYD, right? Bring your dreams, that car, right?
Mm.
They started off years ago as just a rechargeable battery manufacturer, but today they are competing with Tesla, and Elon Musk scoffed BYD by saying, "Oh, yeah, just a battery operator, right?" But then in the last quarter four, BYD beat Tesla in terms of highest sales ever worldwide.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. So Tesla was selling like 485,000 cars, and BYD was already selling 526,000 cars for that particular quarter, the last quarter. But all in all, the whole total of 2023, Tesla still beat BYD by about 400,000 with 1.8 million ahead of BYD. So I'm telling this business story so that you can understand from the business perspective that business is changing and business is transforming, and the competition is getting greater and greater, right? So while it's not a new concept, but it's very, very important for us to be ready, right? And to always anticipate the changes and address the challenges. So it's either you are part of the change or you be changed, basically,
Mm.
right? And the businesses evolve and transform for sustainable growth in 4 Ps, I would say. You hear a lot of 3 and 4 from me today. Four Ps would be like purpose, people, planet, and profit, right? So these are the 4 things. Previously, it was just 3: people, planet, profit. But in the last decade or so, people talk a lot more also about purpose, basically. Yeah. All
Mm.
right.
Nice, wow. Very insightful. And when you said the BYD has closed a bigger amount of sales than
In the last
Tesla
quarter.
in
Yeah.
the last quarter, well, it makes sense because their cars are very nicely designed.
Yeah, correct. My neighbor.
Beautiful. Okay, thanks for that. That's very insightful. Um, I have another question for you. What is the significance of adaptive leadership in today's rapidly changing business environment on the
Okay.
leadership perspective?
Now, in terms of this adaptive leadership, right? Usually, leadership we look at it from different perspective. One is from the context of ourselves. Are we adaptive enough? Are we adapt to change? Are we adapt to transformation? Right. The other adaptive leadership is about how do you then lead. Let's say you're a people manager. How do you lead others? Right. Meaning how you embrace change yourself, you role model, plus those people around you, your teammates, it could be peers as well, all right, or it could be senior people and your team members. How do you actually embrace and bring them along through the change journey, all right, to be adaptive as well? And then if you're a senior CEO, CFO, the C-suite, like me, like that, so we are to role model. And in fact, not only it's a different level altogether. We don't just adopt change
Mm.
or be adaptive, but we are expected to be proactive, to have foresight, to anticipate, and to actually bring in change and drive change, anticipate what's coming, keep in touch with what's going on, the trend, and then bring change in to drive change for the organization. Just like BYD, previously they were just, the founder was, just doing batteries, right? Recharge battery. But then they changed. Then they say, hey, oh, there's opportunity, right? So that's why they changed their factory to Shenzhen, and they started this,
Mm.
yeah. So at a different level, the adaptive leadership content, or rather the scope, would be different, higher level. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Interesting.
so powerful.
Interesting.
What's that, Ajay? You said something?
Very interesting. No? This is a very interesting concept. I like.
Yeah, I'm actually getting so much of nuggets
Information.
in.
Correct.
Now,
Yeah.
before we continue with you, we have a question for the audience actually.
Okay.
Audiences that you're watching in, what are some practices your organization has done to implement future proofing? Like Kim said, waterproofing. So, how are your organizations implementing future proofing? Share in the comments below. And guys, if you have any questions or opinions, feel free to put it in the comment section, and Kim will try to answer along the way. Yeah. So let's hear
Mm.
from you. All right. Moving on, Ajit, over to you.
Okay. Next question, Kim. Ready? Kim?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Okay. How can technology be integrated seamlessly into the workforce to enhance efficiency and competitiveness?
Okay. If you don't mind, what do you call, if you can bring on the slide, right, that I've shared,
Mm.
you can
Sure.
go to slide 3, for example. You can start with 3. Yeah. Further one, next one. So, yeah, next one. Yeah, okay. So, so your question was around how you can do that. First, I think we need to understand the why. Okay, first of all, we must understand, before we do anything, we must understand why. So future proofing is the new game, right? And AI, for example, the new game now is AI, right? It's the driving force behind innovations and in reshaping industries. And it does unlock creative products and services, generating sustainable growth. So by 2030, it's estimated by McKinsey that AI could contribute up to 6 trillion USD, all right, to global economy through
Wow.
increased productivity by automating tasks, optimizing processes, improving resource utilization. And by 2030 also, PwC predicted 9.1 trillion USD that AI could contribute, all right, towards the in terms of consumption, like personalized recommendation. I'll show you some examples later on. Some companies, how they do that, all right, personalization, targeted marketing, and improved customer service. And I think if you talk about AI, my next bullet point, the very common question is AI going to replace humans? Is AI going to replace my job? Right? AI will never replace human because human is the one who designed AI, who created AI, right? But when the AI take over some of our work, right, today or tomorrow, human will always think about something else, right? Will like for example, like generative AI. Who will have ever thought about, you know, that generative AI will sweep the market and create a wave, right? A big wave, right? So I think people do not need to worry. You need to worry if you don't change. If you are adapt to change, you have adaptive leadership, the growth mindset. There's no need for you to worry because you will find things to do and new things to learn, and you will not be replaced, basically. Right. Now, the other one, if you go to the next slide, right? So some examples how this technology or transformation, digital transformation actually does help. So I give some examples of the positive disruptions that we have seen, right? So all these slide material I've either through my reading or observations or research, right, done through media or publications and materials. So first one is automation and efficiency. Like CIMB Bank, they leverage on RPA, robotic process automation. This one is a bit old already lah. This one not so not the on new digital, but is
Mm.
part of the disruption. All right. And Maxis, for example, they in 2022 in their integrated reporting, they said that they digitalized 40% of the network processes and improve the fault detection and so on, and downtime. And with the use of AI, machine learning, RPA, the robotic process this one, automation, they have actually saved about 14 million ringgit, right? And then number two is personalization and customer experience. Not long ago, Alliance Bank have actually signed up a MOU with this Help University to actually have this the first in Malaysia, the research lab. So there's a collaboration between Alliance Bank and Help University, the professor, to look into things like, for example, generative AI. How generative AI can help us in personalizing the marketing that suits the needs of the consumer and so on. Like Sephora, for example, they do the same, right? They understand the buying patterns and so on. GE Aviation, for example, they use digitalization AI for predictive maintenance and reduce cost. And then Naluri Life, this Osman Rani will be thankful that I mentioned him and mentioned his company. He's a co-founder of Naluri. So they use this digital platform to personalize coaching and support to user so that they can reach their healthy goals. So maybe Ajit can consider that. All right, and in some cases, to improve their mental and physical health, right? And Malaysian hospitals, I've read in by the MDEC CEO, he mentioned that Malaysian hospitals they use AI-driven diagnostic tools to have more accurate diagnosis and also treatment recommendation, even telemedicine platforms powered by AI, so that more people can have access to it. And then the fifth one, which is also important, is the fraud detection and risk management. Like Stripe or Malaysian banks, they use AI, right, or chatbots, right, for customer service and also for fraud detection, right, algorithm to enhance the security, or AI driven credit scoring and also assessment and all that to facilitate the what they call cross products and what they call cross industry kind of algorithm fraud detection. So like I said, like AI is not about replacing humans, right? It is to augment the capabilities,
Optimize, yeah.
stretching the boundaries, basically.
Mm.
So I think that's what I would want to share in terms of the
Technology.
some examples as you were asking just now. A bit elaborative, but
Mhm.
gives the context from the business point of view, or else it's pretty academic or theoretical.
Cool. All right. So, do you want us to stop sharing the slides? And then, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you need the slides brought on again, just let us
Yeah,
know.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Kim, in what way does continuous learning contribute to employee skill development and also the future proofing the workforce?
Okay, I probably can. I will cover that a bit later, but I will show you a framework where I've come up with a framework to share with you how you can achieve future proof from different perspectives. But basically, continuous learning, uh, all these business owners and founders and all that, they learn. They either learn through knowing what their counterparts are doing, their peers are doing, or they learn through media, publication, books, right, or tested, or even consultants, for example, right. So we all learn from each other. So, and this, I don't know whether you know Josh Bersin. He's one of the guru in HR. He said that the learning culture, a strong learning culture in organization, will make about 92% of it that the organization will likely develop innovative products if we continue to have this continuous learning mindset, right? And the hunger to learn new things and try out new things. So for yourself, and also if you're in HR, all right, that's something that you need to continuously looking. So like for me, for example, in my role, couple of portfolio that's very key for me. One is the performance management, the rewards, plus the ODL or the learning development and talent management. I focus on these three key portfolios every time. So I'll see my teammates or my direct reports very often. These are the few portfolios that I normally will track, discuss, brainstorm, strategize, and then anticipate change, what needs to be done. Okay.
Cool. Nice. Um,
Okay,
Ajay?
interesting. Okay, this is all interesting stuff that's going on. We're talking about organizations doing the moving forward, coming up with new skill, preparing the people. Okay, what role does company culture plays in future proofing the workforce?
Mm. Okay,
Mm.
so if you can bring up the slide, right? I think I can. I talk about three things, lah. Right? You go to slide 6 after this. So when you talk about future of work, right? There are three symbiotic elements, right? And the call for action. So when you talk about future of work, there are three elements there. Basically, the work itself, the workforce, the people, and then the workplace, the environment or the organization. So if you talk about work first, right? So the nature of work and the type of work will change. The business leaders will think about, oh, how do I generate profit, right? And the team or the senior management or the people leaders will think, oh, how do I get my people to get the work done, right? And in order for organization to survive, they need to reimagine work in this VUCA environment, the VUCAH I was talking about. Reimagine work meaning re-engineer work, restructure your team, or restructure work, or reorganize your team or the way of working, and also the workforce. For example, you can go through a business or digital transformation, applying different way of working, like agile methodology. Look at your org design. The org design, org structure is very important. That will make a change in terms of the how we do things better. The other one is the workforce, right? Workforce is what's important for the workforce is actually driving a sense of purpose. So I think the audience here will have like for example in Lions Bank, we did a workshop recently. We actually asked everyone, every people manager, what is their value, what's their purpose, and how that align back to the organization purpose and value. Okay, because today youngsters don't come just work like our time or our predecessors, right? They work because they want to earn money. We all want to earn money, but today people want more than that. They want purpose. So for the workforce, the future of work also entails us giving people the purpose. And in order for the workforce to survive and to be sustainable, right? There are three C's basically. One is character, values. That means we continue to run business ethically, right? Treat each other with respect. Capacity is different from capability. Capacity is about cognitive ability, right? So sometimes there are some people who are better at certain things. They're better at complex stuff. Some not so. Some are good at being very resourceful, but hardworking, running around. Yeah. So they're different. And then the other C is the capability of the skill set. So now all this actually can be nurtured and some it can be acquired, right? Which in the later slide I will share with you how this can be done. So organization need and people need to invest in reskilling, upskilling. And when it comes to talent management, I think you have one question later, but I think I'll cover it here. In terms of succession planning and talent management, it's about 3B. Whether you buy or you build or you bridge the gap or you borrow, right? So all in all, this is how you deal with the workforce. And the workplace is to have a 3E, right? Enabling, empowering, energizing environment that promotes the 3I. A lot of acronym so that it's easier for you to understand. It promotes ideation. Ideation may not end up with innovation. Ideation is just talking about it, just brainstorm about it. Right? So ideation and then innovation and inspiration, inspiring people to do change and embrace culture of change and all that, and to experiment and celebrate success. And in the last decade or so, DEI and sustainability is also important, right? So if you look at all workforce and workplace, actually there are these three components. Leaders will have to make a choice as to whether are you a game changer, meaning you drive change, you'll be the first one, right? Having the first advantage, competitive advantage, or you're a change advocate, meaning other people do already, you ikut lah. Okay, if you don't follow, you might be left behind, right? Or you're just game lah, you're busted lah, basically. Okay, so that's how I would respond to your question.
Okay, what about talking about culture? Since we are still on culture, but before that, for the audience, if you have any question, feel free to bring on the question. We will pick up your questions as well. If you want to ask anything, feel free. Please post your questions there. But before that, Kim, coming back, we talk about culture. We talk about what is needed. We talk about things like having care, capacity, and things like that. Wonderful things. I think it's all good. Okay, what about the maturity of the culture of an organization? Will that also help in? I mean, what I hear now is more of company which is a little bit more stable. What about those who are like upcoming SME or a more stable, a bigger SME? How would their culture revolve around supporting this future proofing? A bit
Okay.
off the question, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think the SME, right? For the SME or emerging markets or companies, right? Like whatever that I say, sometimes we have to take with a pinch of salt, right? Whether it really depends on the organization, the kind of size, the kind of culture, right? But honestly, SME even so, right? Because they are actually run by the founders or the owners, correct?
Correct.
So it's that one even much more that really dependent on the founder and the CEO or the MD or the owners. But I've seen owner or family-based organization which also do very well. The like of Mars. Mars is actually family owned, right? Of course, the Louis Vuitton don't say lah. They are very huge and large. And I've seen also SMEs who actually come together. You know, like Samantha, they've got this association. They bring themselves together, and they actually write on this partnership or collaboration with either the bankers or this association to know what's going on out there. Like for example, they are into sustainability today. Like Alliance Bank, we actually did a survey or a study to help SME, right? To help them to be sustainable, to have a sustainable business, like to educate them what's ESG, what needs to be done, what are the things that they can do, right? In their way, not in the big way like big conglomerates can do, but in their own way. What are the areas that they can look at? Could be the supply chain, could be the processes, as simple as their electricity, water, those kind of supplies. So I think uh, it's a very good question, Ajit, because always we talk about the big stuff, right? So actually the emerging organization also have their own way, right? And even like, let's say for example, like digitalization. So let's say HR, right? HR digitalization. Maybe the big ones can afford the likes of Workday, in millions,
Yeah.
right? The SAP
Yeah.
Success Factors, Oracle, and so on. But the smaller ones, they can still digitalize, but the smaller scale ones, right? Like Kaizen, or sorry, I may not know the names well, but I think there are some like balls or something like that. So there are solutions that fits your budget and fits your capacity and your desire or your hunger or your risk appetite, basically.
Okay, thank you. Well said. Well said.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Kim, what strategies can companies implement to ensure their workforce is prepared for especially times of unforeseen challenges?
Okay. If I may, right, rather than me saying theoretically, can you go
Mm.
to 7, right? I just want to show you something I found on the Maybank. It's very impressive what they do. I don't know whether there's anybody from Maybank here. Don't worry. This slide 7, before this. This material I didn't. I got it from the website, from the Maybank website. This in their Maybank Digital Investor Day. I think they probably presented it to slide 7. Before this, not this one. Further. Yeah. Okay. Right. So you see. So this is an example how Maybank actually transform their organization, right? And they actually go through this digital transformation. They have got this business enterprise strategy called M25 plus, right? M, I guess, stands for. I was actually from Maybank, but years ago, like in 1990s, right? So that's why I have a little bit yellow blood inside me. So that's why I use Maybank as an example. All right. And so by 2025, what they want is that they want to achieve 80% of the group digital customer penetration and digital sales penetration. So you see, this is an example how comprehensive an organization does the digital transformation and how their leadership uh, does play a role in driving this. So today, you see there, right? They are a leading digital banking in the market share, in terms of market share already. All right, hovering at 50 over percent. And in terms of customer penetration, they were only at 73% in 2022. They want to aim for 2025, 80%, right? And they have got a very strong digital user base, over 8 over million, right? And they're highly engaged customer, all right? And what do you call, in terms of digital sales penetration, they were at 67. And as you all know, because of COVID, things got expedited, right? But that's 2022. I believe the earlier years would have been lesser. If you go to the next slide, right, Maybank, their digitalization efforts have allowed them to scale even more efficient. Yeah. So the next slide, you can go to the next slide. The active digital customers also increased by 0.6 in from 2018 to 2023. And the CASA means current account and savings account. Banks are
Oh.
hungry for deposits. They want deposits so that they can loan, and they make
Mm.
money of the loan lah, right? So there's a significant growth in terms of, so these are usually the measures like in banks, right? How is your CASA growth? How's your loan growth? So these are some of the things. So they look at it 69 times, and they are trying to, and even today, right? By 2023 September, right? There is explosive growth, if they say, right, in the digital transaction over the 5 years that they benchmark. Okay, and then if you look at the next slide also, they say that in order for them to achieve their mission by 2025 or their vision by 2025, their next phase of growth, they apply a holistic approach. If you read that, right, you see on the left hand side talk about principles. Ethical banking is very important for them, right, to drive economic value. On the right hand side, they talk about orchestrating the digital ecosystem, integrating the customer offerings. So customer is really important. And on the left hand side, so they talk about, so if you're in HR, right? So they talk about upskilling and equipping the May bankers with the right technological capabilities. I'll let you know something. I actually met up with one of their HR person, senior, and she told us that she shared with us even the board of directors of Maybank, they actually learn about digital and AI. You know, those white hair ones, they actually sat and they have youngsters, right, teaching them. So you see, not many board of directors really are interested in embracing change or understanding digital, but they do. The Maybank board of directors did that. They actually went through, I think, whole day class, right, trying to
Wow.
understand. Yeah, they did that. So I
Fantastic.
thought, wow, that was very impressive because like, oh, board director just decide or generally, right, and then the CEO will run and all. But they take interest and they learn. So that is really leadership from the top, right? And on the right hand side, bottom, they talk about humanizing the financial services. Without customers and personalized, hyper personalized solution, it won't go far. All right. And then if you look at the next slide there, their digital strategy is underpinned by this strategic trust. Uh, I mean, you can actually go to their website. You just search for this digital strategy. I will not bore you too long. All right. So the Maybank Digital Investor Day 2023, all these slides are there. You can actually see how they actually do it. All right, in terms of driving digitalization. And if you look at this slide 10, this slide here with the strategic trust on the left hand side, you see they talk about customer centricity. They talk about digitalization and modernization. You listen to this because I'm going to link later about training and HR in terms of the development initiatives, right? And then how they've got CSR, strengthen Maybank's position beyond Malaysia. They want to go outside because they have a regional office. And then the leadership agenda, all right? And then also they want global leadership in terms of driving Islamic. So if you see all this, they actually look at different aspects, basically, right? Okay.
Okay. Okay, I think maybe you can proceed to link it now because we are also approaching
To
the
the
hour already. Yeah,
okay, all right.
instead of doing a
So
last question, probably you can
okay, can.
elaborate a bit.
So if
Yeah.
you see the next slide, I've come up with this one. This is based on Conferry, right? So this there's this research done that says that the organization with strong learning culture are 92% more likely to develop novel product I mentioned just now. So these 5 key strategic development areas, right, focus area, is how organization can drive future-proofing the workforce. And actually, even SME also can apply this. Just that you scale down,
Mm,
you scale to what is relevant for you, right? But
okay.
on the left-hand side, if you see the strategic priorities, okay, this is based on Conferry and also Singapore Institute of Banking and Finance, right? They did this many years back. Actually, Singapore is very good. They actually came up with framework, competency framework, and all that. And you know that they're very good at driving digitalization. So the left-hand side is about focusing on humanizing, the human centricity, and then adaptability, agility, digital literacy. It's quite related, right, just now to the Maybank one, if you remember.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the technology savvy transformation. So then the second column is about what kind of capacity. So if it's human centricity or customer centricity, then your training should focus on customer experience. Your business change should focus on customer journey, for example, and how the customer experience can, live up the customer journey, right? And therefore customer experience. If you see the far right there column, I also put in, seldom people do this, on the far right column is about measure success or measure effectiveness. So how do I know that my training works or my development area works? So you measure through the NPS. Those who have gone, measure the NPS, measure the mystery shopper, right? When it comes to communication, influencing, leadership, and all that, you use the 360 feedback or your employee survey, for example,
Okay,
and
good.
so on. Adaptability is another one, right? Then you measure through, for example, people's personality profiling, 360, or maybe your innovation awards. So you notice that a lot of organizations, when they have got big innovation, they will normally go for awards and all that, right? And then they will blast about their winnings. So like Alliance Bank, we won awards like the first time in regional awards when it comes to the virtual credit card, never before, right, in this region. So the virtual credit card allow how we came up with it is based on the uh, customer problem, which is scamming. So this credit card will generate dynamic number for different e-commerce platforms. So that if let's say that is
Ah,
hacked, that's a virtual number. It's okay. They can hack it. Nothing will happen to your main card. Your main card number is protected, not seen, not visible by them. So you see all this. So these are the some of the innovations that people come off with when they have got growth mindset because we also put our people into data. But in my our Alliance Banks, those IT folks or digital folks, sometimes they don't go for classes. What they're interested in is they read and they learn from conferences, or they read up and they see their peers, they learn from others, not the classroom training. So different people have different learning styles.
Correct.
Okay. And what's important, if you see the fifth one, is about ethics and sustainability lah. How do you make sure that organization, whether you're small, big, right, SME or whatsoever, whether you have got key findings or not, whether you got key risk indicators or not, right? And whether you have cost savings, or whether you have got green measures or not, right? And your green measures can be different. For banks, for example, is how many uh, carbon 5 customers that I convert to C4, C3, C2. But maybe for the smaller companies, it's about how much savings in terms of electricity, how much of fuel consumption that I can save, right? So these are some of the stuff when it comes to future proofing in terms of the 5 key development areas, in terms of training, in terms of the why is there in the second last column, all right, and the last is how you measure them. Because at the end of the day, you do not just doing, but you need to know whether what you're doing is getting you somewhere. Okay, all right.
okay, very good. I think Kim, this is fantastic. Wow, this is like so much of useful information being shared by you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. And this information, especially your slides, made it very clear to all the audience. I hope
yeah,
the
yeah.
others also felt the same. We have approached the end of our session, by the way, for the day, Kim.
Okay.
Time flies so fast. We would like to thank you very much for your insightful session, and most of all, this serious discussion today with so much of numbers, so much of wonderful acronyms and wonderful nuggets to take away with. Yeah. Okay. Before the end of the session, are there any ways where the audience are able to reach out to you if they have got any future questions or they want to get future
Okay.
clarification
They
from
can,
you?
yeah, they can connect me from LinkedIn. So I'm pretty active. I do check my
Yeah.
LinkedIn and LinkedIn messages quite regularly.
Mhm.
So they can do that. I think I check it more often than I go to the gym lah.
Okay, good. Okay, we are displaying Kim's what do you call ID at the bottom of the screen. So for those who have not connected, and this session is also recorded, it will be kept there. For those who want to come back and revisit all this information, it's always available at Shireen Kelly's YouTube channel. Yeah, this is an amazing session that we have had. It doesn't feel like an hour has passed. And again, thank you very much, Kim, for joining us.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks so much, Kim. So much of data, so much of great information, and Siu Ling. Yes, like Ajit mentioned, you can go to Shireen Kelly's YouTube. All will be stored there. You can watch current recording and previous recordings too. So, well, guys, if you're a HR or L&D manager, if you're planning to do any trainings at all, do drop us an email at training@compassmind.com. And before we end, I'd like to re-emphasize those who are here, we'd like to offer you a free seat to our upcoming event this Saturday under the People and Culture community where a lot of wonderful people are going to be there too, just like Kim. So if you need more information, drop Ajit or I a message. And don't forget to connect to Kim on LinkedIn too. So we would like to wish you all a wonderful week ahead, and we look forward to seeing you again soon next month on a Wednesday. Thanks for watching it.
Wednesday.
Thank you. Welcome to
Serious
everyone.
discussions only.
Yes.
Bye
Bye.
bye.